What's up, guys? It's your girl, the Fro Goddess. So, I just posted my controversy on a Monday video. I'm sorry I'm so late with it, and I'm super sorry it's like not super good. Editing and stuff like that, and like video skills. I had to like record it myself on my phone, and so I was having like a really hard time with it. But if y'all would just listen to it and push through it for the message and like listen to it for that, I would so greatly appreciate it. And like I said, that was a controversy on a Monday video, and it's under that section on my page. So let's get to it. Today I'm going to talk about heartbreak and how to get past heartbreak. I apologize if this may be like a little bit of a lengthy video, and I also apologize that if I cry because I'm going through a heartbreak myself right now, but I'm going to tell you all some things that helped me, some things I've known to help friends and acquaintances of mine, and just give you all that information in hopes that if you all ever go through a heartbreak or like at a point in your life, like when you lose someone you thought you were going to be with for like ever, you all just have like a good idea of how to move forward. So let's get to it.
The Fro Goddess, the Fro Goddess, come alive with that. The Fro Goddess, the Fro Goddess, come alive with that. The Fro Goddess, the Fro Goddess, come alive with that. The Fro Goddess, the Fro Goddess, spitting conscious for your sons and your daughters.
Okay, guys, so thing number one that the Fro Goddess does to get past heartbreak, which is something I'm currently doing, and like I said, if I do it, please forgive me in this video, is cry. And I know people are like, cry? What am I crying for? Crying helps to release the pain, release the hurt. You just lost a relationship, and especially if it was like more than about 2 going on 3 years, 'cause I know for me it was about to be 3 years, you probably planned things together, try to, in a sense, set a life up together, especially if you're like in your mid to early 20 stages, trying to just, you're still figuring things out. And so you're upset. And so like one thing I do is I cry and I just release it. Like, of course, like I still have to take time out to really help me get past things, but it doesn't do me any good to keep it in. It does me absolutely no good whatsoever to harbor the pain. Like, it doesn't do me any good. So one of my favorite things to do is to cry, to be like, you know what, and I mean boo-hoo cry, sob, that yell, ugly cry, do it all. And I mean that goes for guys too. If you love that girl and it didn't work out and you hurting, boy, cry. I don't care what nobody say. Boy, cry and let all that pain out, because there's no point in keeping it in. You're just gonna hurt more. So release it. Numero dos. Another thing that I like to do is I like to spend time with other people I know who care about me. Not saying that the person that I may have been with or you may have been with doesn't care about you, but things ended. For whatever reason, things ended. You two can't move forward and you're like hurting. So it's just like spend time with people who care about you. Like, I like to spend time with my mom. I spend time with, like, I can't even lie, the past like weekend I literally have been camped out in my homegirl Daisy's room, like legit. Like, I just literally either was laying in her bed, laying on an air mattress, just there, just being consoled. And I mean just being around good vibes, good energy, someone that's not gonna be like, oh, screw that nigga, he wasn't nothing, or someone like who's gonna be like, no one, not negative energy, but positive, uplifting energy. Someone who, when I did cry, they were there and just like, it's okay, release it. Someone who was just like, come on, take a shower, like just don't sit and just wallow. So a good backbone and support system to really make me feel better and feel like, you know what, I'm gonna get past this. This is okay. And I really like super appreciate her for that. Like, y'all, I'm in her room right now, but I'm downstairs. So yeah, because I had to use her ring light to make it look all pretty. Another thing I like to do, number 3, is pamper myself. And like I say, don't go overboard with this, because I have a tendency to go just a little overboard, but who cares? Who's counting how many purses I buy to make me feel better? But nah, for real. Another thing I like to do, which I feel like is really great and helpful, is to pamper yourself. In other words, do things to make you feel good. Like, I know a lot of times when we're in relationships, we tend to try to keep ourselves up because, oh, we're with someone and stuff like that. And then sometimes you get comfortable and you be like, well, this person doesn't care if I keep boogers in my nose, if my toes are in pain and stuff like that. But I think a good thing to do to make you feel better is do something good for yourself. Go make your appointment at the salon and get a nice deep conditioning treatment, get a nice twist out, get your nails done. I just got my toes done, guys. I'm gonna show you them because I'm extra. But yeah, like, get your toes done. Like, do something to make yourself feel good. Like, it felt really good and kind of relieved a little bit of the anxieties and stress that I'm feeling, just to get a good deep massage and get my toes done and stuff like that, just to feel good. So do things. A little bit of retail therapy, but when you do the retail therapy, make sure you set a budget because you don't want to spend all your money because you're sad. You don't want to do that. Been there, done that, not a smart decision. The fourth thing that I think is one of the most important things, like, that I think there is to do when it comes to, when it comes to getting past, like, heartbreak, is to evaluate the situation. A lot of times we don't evaluate the situation. We don't really take time to see what happened, what transpired, and things like that. We either just blame ourselves or blame the other person, and that's not right. Neither case is right, because especially if it ended, I won't say on a good note, but it ended on a mutual, just like, you know what, we need to grow apart. Like, we aren't growing well together right now, and like, I love you, you love me, but it's just, we're butting heads right now, and it's just not good for either one of us. Like, we just need space, and it's not good. Like, take time to evaluate. It's just like, well, you know what, because relationships aren't perfect. You aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. So take that time to really be like, well, you know what went on? Like, did I, like, well, let me think of, like, things that I just could have done better in a relationship. Not on some, man, I'm just a horrible ass person and it's all my fault. Or, man, F them, like, they ain't shit. It's all your fault. You the reason why. It's nobody's fault. It's realizing, like, okay, this situation was brought to me by the universe so I can learn a lesson. And so I've learned that lesson. And I mean, I even tweeted this. Follow me at the Fro Goddess on Twitter. But I was tweeting about this earlier. It's just like, you learn a lesson, someone comes into your life and you learn a lesson, and it's just like, you feel like after the love is gone, you feel like, oh, I can never love again. That's not true. If you were capable of loving once, you're capable of loving repeated times, even harder and stronger than before. And then if you feel like you're truly meant to be with that person, like, let the situation go freely, because that's how I'm feeling. It's like, it was difficult and it's hard because it is still extremely fresh for me, but I am learning to release it because, you know what, I need to be free. I need to explore myself. I want to learn myself more. I want to grow more. There's things I want to do in my life still. And it's just like, if that person is meant for me, then we're going to naturally come back and gravitate. If they aren't, then I appreciate them for who they were in my life and the things that I learned. Another great thing, and this is going to kind of be my last thing because I know this thing is getting super long, but another great thing, which I think is the fifth thing, 5, is to just, like, pick up a hobby. And in a sense of pick up a hobby or focus on things you already have. Like, I know for me, like, this is my senior year. Woohoo! So, like, I have, like, to sometimes just give my mind, like, a breather or relaxer, because I do suffer with anxiety. So I'll go into, like, deep down a rabbit hole and try to blame myself when I don't need to. One thing I do is just try to, like, really go heavy on my studies. Like, I'll get out of class, I'll go to the library, and I'll go heavy on my studies, stuff like that. Or I'll be in, like, doing my research and things of that nature. Or it's just, like, another thing, like I was saying, pick up a hobby. Like, I, like, want to do, like, kickboxing, so it's just, like, it's a great way to, like, relieve stress, relieve tension, relieve anger, and just have discipline. So it's just, like, on those off days when you just, like, find your little hobby. That could be journaling, it could be making videos, it could be blogging, it could be anything, something productive that's going to add to you as a person and then help you just grow and just keep you out of, like, that depressed state. Because when, I don't want to say lose someone because you didn't really lose the person, but when you kind of grow apart and you grow into another stage of your life and you like part ways with someone you thought that may have been there forever, it's hard. And it's like, it's not an easy thing, especially for like us younger people. We feel like, oh my gosh, like we cling to like people and we feel like, like you're supposed to be here forever. But one thing, like I was saying like a few minutes ago, it's just like you gotta release and let everything in your life move freely. But that's all of the like little heartache, little get overs I have for you guys. If you all have anything that you all do to like get past heartache or like just help you through tough times, comment it. And so I love you all, and I'll talk to you all next time.